Of a Metairie men's clinic, which closed without warning, now face a class action suit. The Fox 8 defenders first exposed complaints after the shuttered clinic left patients with big loans and treatment they say never worked.
Well, tonight, as Meg Gatta reports, an Arkansas attorney who saw our investigation says he's out fighting for men across the country.
Guys, are you struggling with ED and sick of the pills? Well, we now have a major medical breakthrough. Our Way technology is clinical.
More than 2 years after Springview Medical Clinic closed its doors, an Arkansas man and his attorney want the owners of the clinic to be held responsible.
Undoubtedly, this was a fraud. It's a clear fraud.
Scott Pointer filed a class action lawsuit in Arkansas State Court against Wasatch Men's Group, the company behind Springview and 40 similar clinics across the country. The suit alleges Wasatch ran an illegal scheme selling what it calls snake oil treatments to men for erectile dysfunction.
So our client went to the South Lake Medical Clinic in Little Rock, Arkansas, because he had erectile dysfunction. This particular clinic was heavily marketed on television, on the radio, in print advertising all over Little Rock.
Commercials like this,
intimacy is such an important part of any relationship,
also aired in the New Orleans area, advertising for Springview Medical Clinic in Metairie. In the 2 years of Fox 8 defenders reporting on Springview, dozens of local men told us similar stories.
I kept telling them after about the fifth treatment that I wasn't feeling anything.
After the third treatment, I called, no answer. I must have called, I don't know how many times. Then I went down there. When I went down there, the office was closed.
Most of the men we interviewed signed up for loans to pay for their treatment, called acoustic wave therapy. Not a single one said it worked, and the clinic abruptly closed in June of 2023, leaving them with big bills and unfinished care.
When we hear the same story over and over and over, that lends credibility to the story.
The lawsuit says Wasatch Men's Group partnered with financing platforms, Moment Technologies, and Primus Bank to pull off the scheme.
At all 47 of the Wasatch clinics, whether you were in an Arkansas clinic, a Louisiana clinic, Mississippi clinic, there was a traveling sales team for Wasatch that went to each one of these clinics and were motivated to have the patient sign up for thousands and thousands of dollars of medical financing loans.
According to the suit, financing for Wasatch patients across 42 clinics topped more than $50 million, with loan interest rates of at least 18%. But in a separate federal case in 2022, documents show when Moment sued Wasatch for breach of contract, Rob Duncan, one of the owners of Wasatch, said the company ran out of money.
I definitely wonder where's the money.
This local man who wants his identity concealed says he signed up for a Moment loan to pay for his treatment at Springview in Metairie. But when the clinic closed without warning,
I called the finance company and they told me that they were working on something to help people recruit monies from treatments that hadn't been delivered. And in the meantime, she said, you need to keep making these payments because if not, this is going to count against your credit report. I was like, I can't have that happen.
He says he never heard back from Moment. Fearing damage to his credit, he says he paid off the entire $4,600 loan for 12 treatments when he says he only received 4. Treatments he also says didn't work.
Promises were false promises.
Do you feel like you were deceived?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like even if I don't recoup my money for people who could be scammed in the future, it's an awareness thing, making people aware that this is happening.
Through public records, Fox 8 discovered more than 75 consumer complaints filed with attorneys general in at least 15 different states about Wasatch clinics. Pointer says he's determined to get patients their money back, but tracking down the owners has been an obstacle.
The problem that we have is not only does Wasatch seem to seemingly just gone away, having filed bankruptcy, just gone away. The members or the owners of that business have just become invisible.
Fox 8 has also struggled to reach the owners. The only one we could get a hold of was Rob Duncan, who texted us, "We are pursuing all options that will enable us to help the client." Duncan did not answer follow-up questions about how that would be done. Pointer now hopes the class action lawsuit will get some answers.
Our clients and the people that were patients at all these clinics deserve some remedy from this problem, no doubt about it.
In the meantime, attorneys general in a number of states, including Louisiana, continue to investigate.
Anytime you get a myriad of complaints from consumers that are alleging the same thing, and then the company appears to be gone, and they're not receiving treatments or they're not receiving what they paid for, that's certainly one of the red flags that goes off.
And with the class action suit working its way through the court system, Pointer says this story is far from over.
I'm hoping for justice for everyone who was scammed.
Meg Gatto, Fox 8, Local First.
The Arkansas Attorney General's office tells us that it was able to help 20 former patients of Southlake Medical Clinic get their loans waived after they filed complaints with the AG's office. The Fox 8 Defenders continues to hear from men locally who still owe for their loans for treatment at Springview and aren't sure what they should do. Moment denies the allegations in the lawsuit and says that it fulfills each of its obligations to consumers and is committed to resolving the legitimate complaints. Primus has not responded to our request for comment. If you have a consumer complaint you'd like to look into, call the Fox 8 Defenders, staffed with volunteers from the National Council of Jewish Women, or fill out our online complaint form.